there's so many sounds to be made. More redneckiness. The redneckiness of it all. Hey, it's Chris. Hello, Chris. Thank you for being here this evening. It's always so nice to see you, and thank you for being a friend for so many years, Chris. I appreciate your friendship. I truly do. I truly do. And it's Connie, and I was just talking to Connie a few minutes ago, and it's Kitty. Hey, Kitty. Thank you all for being here. I truly do appreciate each and every one of you more than words can say. Thank you all for making this horrible place bearable. Thank you. A doe wants her own plate. Here, doe. Come here. Eat, doe. Come here and eat. You know, I don't know how much longer we're going to be able to see all these cats. The neighbor will most probably take them out. I'm trying to say that in a nice way. The neighbor who lives over there will probably be putting out poison or using his pew-pew to end the lives of these cats. Hello, Kristen. Yeah, they confronted me aggressively, and he got in my face and was screaming at me. And let me tell y'all, if my mother was alive, none of this would have happened. Hey, Glare Bear. Hey, Glare Bear. Thank you for being here. So, Kaizera is in the house, but we do have double noirs and Sinfandel, Ethereal, Princess, Little Mahama with food embedded in his very thick plush fur. And here's a doe. I just used the knife to cut open a brand new bag of cat food. Anyway. Yeah, if what happened to me last night would have been 110% different if my mother, not my dementia mother, my mother with dementia and my mother were very different people. If my mother was here and still herself, that guy would have been buying new teeth and having reconstruction surgery on his fracking nose. No, the dog is fine, Kitty. The dog is fine. There's not a thing in the world wrong with the dog. No, the dog is just as fine as me and these cats. There's nothing wrong with the dog. But he come over here and accused me of it. And, yeah, if the dog was dead, they would have, I'd already been in jail. I would always been in jail. I already been in jail. Because he practically said, yeah, you did something to my dog. He didn't even ask me. He just told me, yeah. Ain't it a coincidence? And he did these like quotes. Isn't it a coincidence that you confronted me and the next day my dog is missing? Yeah. The dog was fine. Nothing happened to the dog. I would never hurt a dog. I told him I haven't had a steak since 1991. I said, hey, guy, what year were you born? And he said, 1991. And I said, that's the last time I had a steak. Because not for health issues, because I love animals. I love animals. I don't eat mammals. I do not eat mammals. And so, yeah, you go out and you hunt. You hunt. And I confront him about hunting. Yeah, you hunt. You use all your dogs for hunting. He said, well, yeah, we use the meat. And I'm like, yeah, you're using the meat, but you're doing it for fun. So you're picking and choosing what animal was superior. You're picking and choosing that, yes, dogs are good, but deer are bad. So I'm going to use my dogs and my gun to take down deer so I can eat their flesh. And that's basically what it is. That's what it all boils down to. And I said, I have not eaten tiny, maybe tidbits of red meat that might have been in something since 1991, since you were born, little boy. And so I wanted to like actually debate him about hunting, but the hunting is culture around here, which is fine. Y'all do y'all. Y'all have fun with whatever. Butchering your deer. But anyway, let me look back. What is Kristen saying? I can't. No. Anyway, let me look back. What is Kristen? Kristen, I don't know what part you left off on, Kristen. Um, the neighbor was very aggressive with me. Kitty, he doesn't want to come in, but I might start doing it because this man claims cats are turning his garbage over. I don't know if that's true. But he will use that as an excuse to kill them. So I'm going to enjoy being with them while I can. You know, glare bear, if I could, I would. But they're all here and accounted for tonight. And actually, after we went to the other neighbor's house and they found the dog, he followed me on his four-wheeler. He followed me down the road on his four-wheeler and still was confronting me. Literally following me with his four-wheeler, still confronting me, still being aggressive with me. If my mother would have still been alive, not dementia mommy, but regular mommy, he would have needed reconstructive surgery on his nose. And there's some new teeth. I probably would knock most of his teeth out. And it's going to be very cold here tonight, like 26. 26. I'm going to have to run some heat, y'all. I wish Mahama wanted to be inside. I really do. Oh no, they're on their side, Kristen. Kristen, me, and Kitty have already been through this. If you go back a few videos, Kristen, back to early December, a dog did kill one of my cats, and Kitty King did call the sheriff's department, and we have our job. And Kitty, my hero, called the sheriff's department. Guess what they did? Kitty, can you tell them what they did? Kitty, tell them what they did once you called the sheriff's department. Nothing. Nothing. There's Mahama. Hey, Mahama. The sheriff's department does nothing around here. Because when the cop that came when Kitty called about Moo being killed, I told him, yeah, I know all you rednecks use cats for target practice and for grins and giggles. It's grins and giggles. So I'll get to laugh and joke about how you're taking out the cats. And I said, yeah, I know that. I know what you rednecks do. And last night, I got all riled up at the neighbor's house. I'm like, you're all a bunch of rednecks. You're all a bunch of backwoods rednecks. And she said, don't call them rednecks. And, but you know what? They came out here, Kitty, and nothing was going on. It's just a cat. The cats don't matter, Kitty. And I said, she said, and my neighbor across the road said, don't, no. She's trying to push me back because I was being confrontational. And she said, don't call him a redneck. No. And I'm like, no. If people around here are rednecks, they're proud of their redneckiness. They are proud to be a backwoods country bumpkin backwards redneck. They're proud of it. They wear it like a badge of honor to be an ignorant backwoods redneck. Well, hello, Spine Ticks. Thank you for being here, Sith, Steve, Spine Ticks. Tranquil's on a rant. Anyway. Now, what is walking around growling for no reason? No, there's really nothing I can do, Kitty. I live in a crappy house. And that's what I told him. Yeah, I know I have a crappy house. My house is crappy. I admit the crappiness and junkiness of my inexpensive home. I drive a crappy car. I am a childless cat woman. And trust me, around here is nothing worse than being a childless woman. Because our duty is to pop out them babies. Nothing against y'all who have had your babies. But around here, if you don't do your duty and pop out a few, you're just a childless, crazy cat lady. I got my red velvet pants on, y'all. Look here. I'm looking cute. There's a Mahama. He's got to clean up after his dinner. Don't you, Mahama? He says, I'm washing my face. Oh, look at the baby, May May. Hey, dear. Oh, no, Kitty. I've got a set. He followed me home. We went over there to talk to the neighbors who live over there. He lives over here. I live here. And I told him, you know what, if I got something different going on down here and went to my crotch area, you would have treated me differently. I was pointing and touching my crotchal area, and I said, if I had something going on different here, you would have treated me differently. No, I know they can put me in jail, Kitty. They can and will put me in jail. And you know what? I have nobody to get me out. If I had one person I could call and say, hey, I'm in jail, it would have been a different scenario. But my mother's gone and she's not coming back. And she was gone before she died. And, yep. I have nobody to depend on. I'm alone here, y'all. I'm alone. Completely 100% alone here. If I make the wrong step and I go to jail and I have no one to come pay the bail, I will sit there for months before my court date and my cats will die. I mean, literally, I would sit there for months waiting for a court date. And the outside cats can hunt, but Tuxie, Bajoko, Miracle, Serena, Solisa, Mystiera, Epiphany, Haven, Elysian, they're all going to die. They're all going to die if I go to jail. Literally. Right there. Look at your baby. He loves his nooglies. Look at your baby. Love it. Oh, he's purring. Hey there. Yeah, that's what I told him. I'm like, if I had the money, I would not be here in this godforsaken hellhole. And that's what I called it, a godforsaken hellhole. I'm persecuted because I love cats. Literally, I am persecuted because I love cats. Period. No ifs, no. And I'm not from here. You cannot move here and not be from here. Even though my family has owned this property and lived here since 1953, I didn't. I am from way up just under the Arkansas border. And about 70 miles from here. And 70 miles makes all the difference. You have to go to school with somebody. This is your cousin. This is your that. Yeah. No, if my mother had been alive, I would be telling y'all about my stint in jail after I knocked all his teeth down his throat. So anyway, uh, oh, and plus, there's already someone who works at the sheriff's department on dispatch who's already threatened me. I wouldn't sell her my land. This is going back months and months and months. I don't even know if y'all are all here. But there's a person way at the other end, at the edge of my property. And she threatened me because I wouldn't sell her my property. She literally threatened me. She says, well, you do know I work for the sheriff's department. And I'm like, are you a sheriff? She, no, I work for the sheriff's department. And I'm like, are you getting me arrested? I mean, I was literally threatened with arrestment because I would not sell her part of my property. Literally. It was kind of like under the, she didn't come right out and say it, but it was all kind of like, you know, innuendo. I'm going to arrest you if you don't sell me your property. So that's what it's like. I mean, and then she went and called the police. This was Easter weekend, saying there was something wrong with my mother. And I actually took my mother to the sheriff's department. So last time she was out in public, and I put her some pretty clothes on, and I had to hold her up because she could barely walk. And I took her to the sheriff's department and said, she's fine. So why were y'all at my house? I didn't call y'all. I don't need a welfare check. I said, I don't need no cops banging on my door at 7:30 in the morning. So anyway, it's just, if you don't do what people tell you to do around here, if you don't live the way people want you to live, they come after you. If you don't fall in line, they will persecute you. Spine ticks, aren't you cute? Tranquil. No, it almost was something monumental last night. If I'd had somebody to post bail, I would be talking to y'all about my time. I had to pass a background check to work at Walmart, though. They did have to run me to see I'd never been arrested, which I have never been arrested. But last night, if my mother had still been alive, yes, I would probably be telling y'all about do those cameras have to be hooked up to the internet? Because I don't have internet. I know all about the security cameras. Do I have to have internet? Because I think they connect to the internet. Adam, I'm so sorry I missed your live. I didn't get up until like a little before 2. It's a little before 2, and I'm just trying to get some sleep. I haven't ate nothing more than a few chips in the last 3 days. I don't remember the last time I've had a meal at this point. Yeah, everything connects to the internet. They have to run through the internet, and around here you have to get a dish to have the internet. Oh, we got the baby. We got the baby. Yeah, I'm still going to bed. Even though my day's off, I still live them like I'm working. I've got to make going to bed at 7 and getting up in the afternoon my normal thing. I've got to adjust to that. Hey, how about game cameras, y'all? Where the people put game cameras out in the woods? That's an idea, y'all. Yes, I've had an epiphany. Those game cameras all the hunters put out there in front of their feeders, because yes, you put the scent of a doe and heat and some corn out there, and the deer comes by and eat, and you have the game camera to know exactly where you kill your deer. But you're a hunter. You're a you're a hunter. Yet you put out corn. You bait the deer. You bait the deer. You're a hunter. You're a hunter. You've baited the deer. You put out doe scent. You have cameras to know exactly when they're going to be there. And yeah, I might get me one of those. I can't do it now. I don't have the money. But that's an idea. Yeah, that's an idea. An idea. Because those do not connect to the internet. Hi, Cheryl. Thank you for being here. Well, I wish somebody was cooking me dinner, Cheryl. I haven't had anybody cook me dinner for years. Well, thank you for stopping by, Cheryl. I appreciate it. Hello, Ruth. Hi, Ruth. Thank you for being here this evening. I truly do appreciate it. Oh, it's going to be so cold tonight. My fingers are already starting to turn purple. I've got my a little cone out there, a little um, styrofoam cone to put over my faucet, the blanket. I got to wrap everything up. It's going to be really cold. Hey, it's Rosemary. Hello, Rosemary. Thank you for being here today, Rosemary. I truly do appreciate it. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you are having a great day. Oh, you coming back up, Mame? Okay, May. There's my May. Hey, May. You gonna lick my fingers? You want to come live inside, Mahama? So that evil backwoods redneck country bumpkin idiot doesn't hurt you. Rosemary, how can I adjust to this? He's gonna take out every cat I got, Rosemary. He followed me on his four-wheeler and confronted me. Hello, Charity. Thank you for being here, Charity. I appreciate it. Now, let me tell y'all what. If my mother was still here, I'd be telling y'all about me putting handcuffs. I would have, nope. It would have been a very different story, y'all. A very, very, very different story. I'd be telling y'all, like, well, they put me in handcuffs and they took my fingerprint. I don't know what to do. Do they do a body cavity search? Will they search my orifices? And the thing of it is, after I was vindicated and I was proved that I did nothing, 110 billion fracking percent, nothing wrong, he did not, and I repeat, not apologize. I was proved right. He never said, "Oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have come to your door and banged on it and accused you of stuff." The neighbor's house, he still followed me and was confrontational. Still confrontational. Um, yeah, Connie, I didn't even think about it. I was so happy, Connie, to have food. When I bought my groceries, yesterday. And that's the first time I'd earned money in 6 years. Yesterday was the first time I actually, other than selling my jewelry, but actually worked and earned money in 6 years, 6 years. I cried on the way home. I cried on the way home. Tears of joy. You did it, girl. You got you a job. You worked hard. You got your paycheck. You're going to eat something good. And the second I sat down, I didn't have 3 fracking chips in my mouth, and that piece of crap came on my door, banging and saying, "You killed my fracking dog. I know you did." Because he said, "Isn't it a coincidence that you came over?" And he did the little finger quotes. "Isn't it a coincidence? Isn't it a coincidence that you came over and complained about my dog? And yet now my dog is missing? That's not a coincidence. You've done something to my dog." I said, "I could never hurt an animal." He's like, "Well, why is my dog missing? Why is my dog missing?" I'm like, I don't know. No, he's a redneck, Glarebear. He's a backwoods country bumpkin, ignoramus redneck. Redneck, redneck, redneck. Backwoods country bumpkin redneck. Just they're idiots. They're just idiots. And then we got into the debate about, is it okay to go hunting? Well, no, it's not. I'm sorry, but whatever. Anyway, look at my pretty, look at that. Look, this little clasp on my sweater. Isn't that pretty? Does that not look Art Deco, y'all? Look, that is so pretty. Anyway, nobody cares about my clothes. Do you like my pants, May? Yeah. No, no. I just wish my mother was here for all this. I wish my mother would have been here. And, yeah, he would have been consulting a dental reconstruction surgeon. No, I got my red velvet pants. They're actually dark red. And my beautiful sweater with this beautiful clasp. A cute little black shirt. Hey, before I could even go over and say something to the other neighbors, I had to change clothes. I couldn't go over there in my holy pants and my fleecy shirt. I had to go put on black velvet pants and a sparkly sweater because I had to look pretty. I gotta look pretty, y'all. I love my clothes. Sorry. Hey, if you're gonna be a bitch, look good while you're being a bitch. Here's the moral of the story. If you're gonna be a bitch, look good while you're being a bitch. Class up your bitchiness. Can I say bitch on you too? Class up your witchiness. Put on a pretty outfit before you go be a bitch. You gotta look good for your bitchy. Look at how much food is left over. But they didn't eat till like almost 2 this afternoon. So to be fair, my Hama's here. Hey, May. Hey, May. It is going to be so cold tonight. It's going to be like northern weather here tonight, y'all. Cold, cold, cold. Hello, Bruce. Hi, Bruce. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. So nice to see you. At least I can talk to you. I'm not in jail. I'm just happy they didn't arrest me. Because I told them, if you arrest me for what happened to your dog, you're putting a dead body in jail. And that's what I told him. A dead body will be going to, yeah, Kristen, some sort of cold front is coming through. It's going to be like 26 degrees. Oh, Bruce, the neighbor, accused me of killing his dog. And after he found his dog, he never apologized. Um, his dog was fine. It just got locked up in the neighbor's shop, but he accused me of killing it. And I told him I could never hurt an animal. Never, ever. I can be aggressive with a person, but never animal. Oh, there's a little bit of light back there. Let's enjoy this. Let's enjoy some beautiful scenery. Yeah, it's going to feel like we're way up north tonight. I got to wrap up my pipes. I got my little styrofoam cone, a blanket. It's going to be nippy. Oh, there goes somebody slow. Well, kiss my fat ass. Anyway. You know, Bruce, wouldn't it be nice if that's all I had to worry about was a football score? I'm worried about whether or not this guy's going to kill every cat I have, which he probably will. So y'all enjoy Edo, the Nawaz, Locket, Ethereal, Kaizera, Princess, Mahama. Y'all enjoy them while you can because they're all going bye-bye. Every cat you've ever seen on my live stream is going to be gone. Literally. If y'all love the cats, tell them bye because we won't be seeing them much longer. Because this guy was pissed because as a woman I stood up to him. So tell the cats bye because they're going bye-bye. No, the dog is probably behind a fence now, Glare Bear, but he said I did something to the dog. And then when they found the dog, he didn't say, well, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have accused you of that. He never said, I'm sorry, I should have never accused you of that. He never once said that. Never, Kristen. Never. He never said, oh, I'm sorry, I apologize. Not once. Not once. Because rednecks never apologize. Backwoods country bumpkin rednecks never apologize. Never. Oh, we got hydration. There we go. Are you coming back, May May? Oh, there's that May May. There he is. Oh, baby May May. He's purring so big. He's purring. Hey there. Hey. Goodness, I can feel the temperature drop as the sun goes down. It is so cold. So, yeah, probably because I stood up for myself. I stood up for myself. And the price I will pay will be losing my cats. As a woman, being strong, dominant, and independent, the price you pay is they take something from you. And he will take my cats. So I hope y'all enjoyed watching the live stream with my cats. I hope y'all liked my cats. I know enough of you loved my cats enough to send in contributions to take care of them, but we might not ever see them again. Yeah, and I don't know what to do about it because no, I don't want to do that because then the cops come after me, Glare Bear. The cops will come after me. I'm already on the cops' radar because um, they even were suspicious about my mother's death, y'all. I got questioned when my mother died like I was a criminal. Literally, my only family member, the person I loved more than anyone, my friend in this world, my roommate, my companion, my mother, my protector, died. And the cops and the coroner questioned me like I was a piece of crap criminal. And I'm not making that up. I am so serious. I was like lost and alone that my mother was gone, and they treated me like a something they just stepped in and needed to wipe off their shoe. Literally. The guy looked through my purse without asking me. He literally grabbed my purse, unzipped it, and started taking stuff out of my purse. I am not making that bullshit up. This piece of crap coroner grabbed my purse and started digging crap out of it. Literally. And I was like, why are you going through my purse? I'm like, I need to look in her purse. I'm like, that is not her purse. That's my purse. What the fuck are you doing in my purse? What the fuck are you doing around digging around in my purse? He's like, well, I need her ID. And I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, this is a political official who came into my home and dug through my purse without asking me. Without asking me. I'm like, well, stop that. Get out of my purse. That's my business. You know, literally. And I'm like, they didn't even care that my mother, the only person I had left in this whole world, died. And they literally treated me like something they just stepped in. Literally. Literally. They didn't care my mother was dead. They didn't care my last family member, the person who always had been there to support me, was dead. They, they treated me like a criminal. Connie, so many of them don't want to come in. Um, they're so wild. Maybe, oh, Kaisera, who is not ahead of the night, Kaisera likes to go in and lock it. And the rest of them do not want to go inside. So, Kaisera comes in just about every night. Kai Kai, or Ladder Cat, as Bruce calls her, loves to come inside and snuggle around my shoulder. Um, maybe I can train Mahama. Yeah, maybe I can train him. Maybe I can. I don't know. Maybe I'll give him a lot of treats, some canned food he might associate coming inside with treats. I don't know. Um, there he is. There's May May. There he is, little May May. But no, like Princess, an ethereal, and a doe hate coming inside. I tried for a couple of years to make a doe be an inside cat. She wanted nothing to do with it. I would put her inside and give her all kinds of treats, But Edo just did not want to be an inside cat. She did not like it. She didn't want it. She wanted to roam free. I understand. I want to roam free too. Well, greetings. Say, I can't read that. Say, I am the mother of cats. Home. Well, thank you for being here. I appreciate that. Oh my God, my fingers feel frozen. They're frozen. Frozen. Oh my God. I can tell the temperature is plummeting. Well, we were only in the 40s today. It was a very cool day today. Like, just the other day we were like 80 something. Yeah. Oh, I bet, Kitty. Yeah. Uh, this is very exceptionally cold for us tonight, though, Kitty. Very cold. My fingers are going numb. See if we can turn on the light and we can see the baby. Let's turn on the light. There we go. There's baby May May. Oh, hey, baby May May. There he is. There he is. There's that baby May May. Look at the sunset some more. Oh, there's May May. There he is. Yeah, maybe I should do that, Kitty. I don't know what this guy has planned for me. I know he's probably planning his retribution. Everybody around here is good Christians. They're all good Christians. Yeah, right. Yes, I am, Bruce. I'm off. I'm always off on weekends. They never have me scheduled for the weekends. Kitty, I only have one light. It's solar powered. I don't have the choice about it. It's a little solar powered light at the back door that only comes on if someone walks under it. Yeah, that's all I got. Well, Chris, weekends really don't mean anything to me. I know a lot of people put a lot of stake and or stock to weekends. It doesn't mean anything to me because I'm not going to party. I'm not a partier. I'm pushing 60. I've never been a partier. One day of the week, if it's Sunday, Saturday, Monday, Tuesday, Friday, it doesn't mean anything to me. I'm not going to do anything different on the weekends that I would have done normally. Uh, um, yeah. So I don't. If they gave me Monday and Thursday off, that would be fine. Or if they put me 7 days a week, literally, if they told me to work 7 days a week, I'd be fine because that money is coming back to my babies. I don't care. Yeah, my babies are going to be took care of. The harder I work, so now weekends don't mean anything to me because I have nobody, Chris. Um, I don't have any friends. I don't have any family. I just have y'all. I appreciate all of you. I really do. More than words can say. Otherwise, I'd be completely alone in this world. And but you know, when I did work, most of my life was working weekends. I worked in a restaurant. The most popular time in restaurants is the weekends. I worked there. Sometimes I got Sundays off. That's about it. Oh my God, the wind is brisk. Oh, very chilly. Hey, Tammy. Hey, Tammy. Thank you for being here. Hey, Tammy. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. I hope you're having a great day. Here's baby Bahama getting his nooglies on. He's so sweet. He's a sweet baby. He's such a precious little fluffy angel. I don't care about getting cat hair on my red velvet pants. That's okay. That's okay. That makes it prettier to have cat hair on it. Redneck. Redneck. Anyway, there we go. It's a redneck. Let's call them all out as rednecks. Yeah, I'm really thinking about that, Bruce, because I probably know this backwoods country bumpkin, ignorant redneck will probably kill most of the cats outside. He almost stated as much. So, yeah, yeah. He practically, he didn't say it exactly. Let me tell y'all, if my mama was alive and that happened last night, it would have been a completely different narrative. He would not come up and banged on my door. And that happened. He would have been having to have reconstructive surgery on his nose and buy some new teeth because I would have bashed them all in. But my mother is not alive, and there's no money to get me out of jail. So I'm not saying I'm going to hurt anybody. But if I'm not saying that. Don't show this to the officials. They'll come take me away. And you know what? The only thing these people are taking to jail, if they take me to jail, they're taking a dead body. And that's what I told them last night. You going to take me to jail for doing something your fucking dog? Did you think I did something your fucking dog? The only thing you're taking to jail is my fucking dead body because I will die before you take me to jail. I will die. You're not taking me to jail. I will die first because I've done nothing wrong. So you can drag my dead ass body to jail. That's what I told him. I told him that you got a problem with me. I've done nothing wrong, and it was proved I've done nothing wrong. He never apologized, and he still followed me after I was proved right and intimidated me. He intimidated me. No, no, they're not. Nobody's doing anything for me, Tammy. I am the outsider here. I'm a person who loves cats. You will automatically be persecuted if you love cats here. They will persecute you just because you love cats. I'm sorry. That's what they do. No, no, no. Oh, absolutely not. Glare Bear. This is the Bible Belt. This is the Bible Belt. There's no. They'll put you in jail for it, Glare Bear. No, it's absolutely 110% illegal. They catch you with a little bit, they cuff you, do an orifice check, and throw you away in a jail cell. Yep. That's okay, Tammy. Tammy, whatever you need to do to get you to sleep, that's okay. If you need something to help you feel better, don't worry about what it is, Tammy. Everybody needs to do what they need to do to get them through the day without it being illegal. Yep. Glare Bear, I am slowly adjusting to my sleep issues. I have to keep my sleeping time the same whether I'm working or not. So it has to, somebody, my neighbor called me and said, well, I thought you weren't working today. I'm like, well, no, I'm not, but I'm keeping the same schedule. So I have to keep that schedule the same whether or not I'm working. Oh my God, Kitty's making special brownies. Kitty, mail me a brownie, Kitty. Kitty, I want the brownie. Oh my God. Okay, my hand was upset because I got overly excited about the brownie. No, it's okay, Connie. I never heard it, Connie. I was sound asleep. I didn't even know you called. I was in a deep coma like state, Connie. It didn't even wake me up. I was very sleepy. It's all good. You did nothing wrong, Connie. But when I woke up and saw you called, I just let you know, hey, I'm sorry I missed your call. But no, I'm keeping the same schedule regardless of whether or not I'm working. And that's what I tried to explain to my neighbor. I'm keeping the same schedule. Uh, Going to sleep around 7:30 in the morning, sleeping throughout the morning, and waking up in the afternoon. Well, thank you, Connie. I always love talking to you, Connie. I love you so much, Connie. You've been a great friend, and I always enjoy our conversations. All the cats have deserted me. They're all gone. Behemoth left me. So anyway, my fingers are turning purple, and thank you all for being here. And maybe it's been dramatic and not necessarily tranquil. Thank you all for being here this evening. I truly do appreciate it. And thank you all for stopping by. I truly do appreciate it. More than words can say. You've all been great friends and a great support to me through everything I've gone through, losing my mother and and what it was like losing her. But thank you all for being here, and I hope you all have a great evening. I'm going to try to warm my fingers. So, anyway, uh, good night, everybody. I love all of you so much, and I appreciate each and every one of you so much. And it's going to be warmer soon, I hope. Good night, everybody. Thank you for being here. I truly do appreciate it.